Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of Talisker Wilder Seas. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of Talisker Wilder Seas. Talisker is a Scotch whisky distillery based on the Isle of Skye and it dates back to 1830. It was almost entirely rebuilt in 1960 due to a fire, and the whisky itself is moderately peated. Talisker Wilder Seas is a collaboration with Parley to raise awareness and funds for ocean conservation projects. This particular whisky is finished in ex-cognac casks. It's 48.6% ABV and it retails for £75 in the UK. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. So before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like a deep gold, but I do believe this is coloured, so it isn't natural. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get with this is like red apples. I'm getting like soft, sweet bonfire smoke. I'm getting some vanilla. I'm getting some toffee. I'm getting some crispy bacon. I'm getting like pineapple. There's also mango. And there's also a hint of white chocolate in there. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, so the first thing I get with this on the palate is smoke. It's like a wafty, ashy bonfire smoke. Really is light, it's not punchy. It's quite pleasant, quite mellow. There's also a little bit of sweetness. I'm getting like vanilla. And that also brings on like icing sugar vibes as well. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so with the sweetness, I'm starting to get some toffee and caramel. I'm also starting to get some sea salt as well. There's like fruity notes, like green apples. There's also a hint of citrus in there as well. I'm starting to get baking spices as well, like cinnamon. There's also ginger, and I'd say there's also a little bit of star anise as well. Let's have one final sip. I'm starting to get some dried fruits like peach and mango. The salt also lingers, which is quite nice with the sweetness that is quite present on this dram. But it's for 48.6%, I'd say it's not very hot, which is quite pleasant. The finish on this is quite long. There's that smoke, that wafty smoke, that really does linger. There is that vanilla sweetness. There is a little bit of pepper, and there's also that sea salt as well. In terms of value though, this is £75 in the UK, but I think the ex-cognac cask finish, I think although it probably does add some flavours to this, I think for £75 this I think would also struggle against some of the non-age statement or even the standard 10-year-old. I think having paid less than £75 for this was on my sort of wish list for a while. It definitely piqued my interest, but I put off buying it until it came on sale, and I paid £40 for this. I think at £40 I'd probably buy another bottle, but to be fair, I think the 10-year-old is a much more solid option. I think they've crafted the 10-year-old so well that I think any of the sort of special edition and, dare I say, non-age statement editions like this are just lacking a little. I think it's nice to have a collaboration, it's nice to raise some money and some awareness for conservation projects, but I think realistically this is for Talisker fans, and yeah, you know, if you like that sort of flavour that Talisker delivers and you want something a little bit different, then go for this. But yeah, if you like their solid core range, then I'd say stick with that instead. It's not that it's not pleasant. I think it's just, for retail, it is a little bit expensive for what it is, and I think blind, I think you'd be disappointed paying £75 for this. If you've tried this, then let me know in the comments. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if there's another Talisker that you think I should try that will maybe knock this out of the water for the same sort of money, then also let me know in the comments, as always, and I'll see if I can find it. Hopefully you found this interesting, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Stauncher. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.